was Adebimpe Omotola, firstborn of five in a small cocoa farming village near Ogbomoso. She grew up on the smell of firewood smoke and the sound of evening crickets. Her father died when she was 10, leaving her mother to struggle alone. Poverty pressed on them like the weight of wet clothes. But Adebimpe's heart was light, quick to laugh, quick to work. She finished only junior secondary school before moving to Ibadan as a house help. She had no dreams beyond survival until she met Adewale Oladipo. Adewale, son of a retired civil servant, had a deep laugh and a gentleness that drew people in. They met at Bodija Market when Adebimpe tripped and spilled a tray of oranges. Adewale knelt to help, and from that moment, his visits became frequent. When he spoke of marriage, his family resisted. She's poor, barely educated, his mother said. She won't fit into our family. But Adewale chose her over their disapproval, and they married quietly in a small church. For 6 years, they lived simply, raising their son, Shadi. Then one bright morning, Adewale left for work and never returned. A motor accident on Ibadan Road ended his life. The grief was barely settled before his family descended. They took the land, the shop, even the bed frame. A woman without a husband has no place here, one uncle told her. That night, she and Shade slept on a wooden bench outside the church. The churchyard became their shelter, the bench their bed, hunger and humiliation their daily companions. She began selling roasted corn with 500 naira borrowed from a neighbor. Some days she ate half the goods just to stay upright. A man in a flashy car once took corn and drove away without paying. A capital gone in minutes. A market woman, Auntie Morenike, convinced her to partner in a fruit stall. When the business picked up, Morenike vanished with all the goods. Betrayal became another name for survival. When the church locked its gate at night, she stayed briefly with an old friend, Bosse, until refusing a man's advances got her kicked out. It took a year of roasting corn, selling sachet water, and washing clothes before she saved 15,000 naira to rent a tiny one-room apartment with cracked walls. She and Shade slept on mats, the roof leaking when it rained, but it was theirs. Her hope was short-lived. A sudden market fire destroyed her goods, and she sat in the ashes, rocking herself, whispering, God, give me the strength to start again. Determined that Shade would go to school, she begged for help. A kind customer paid his first term tuition. A young teacher bought his exercise books. For 2 years, small acts of kindness kept him in class. Then the teacher was transferred to Lagos, and the customer relocated to Port Harcourt. The fragile support system vanished overnight. She sold the last gold-plated earring Adewale had given her to pay for one more term. Some weeks, Shade stayed home because PTA levies weren't paid. She worked at construction sites, her palms blistering from carrying cement blocks. At night she would sing to him the song she had sung since he was small. Sleep, my son, the world is well. Walk with truth as your guide. When storms may rout, when friends may fade, remember the prayers your mama made. By SS2, the street whispered louder than her song. Shadi began hanging with Kule and Tolu, boys who had money without jobs. One afternoon, Kule dragged him along to deliver a package. Police appeared. He ran. Shadi barely escaped over a gutter. Another time, he was almost moved for trying to sell a stolen phone he didn't know was stolen, narrowly rescued by Kule into an alley. The final straw came with a motorcycle. The gang asked him to hold it overnight. The next morning, the real owner was searching furiously. Shade hid in an abandoned shed until the shouting passed, his heart pounding. His luck ran out when police stormed their hangout one evening. Shade tripped while running and was caught. In the van, Kule and Tolu sat pale and silent. At the station, officers accused him of handling a motorcycle used in the robbery. His protest fell on deaf ears. When Mama Sade arrived barefoot, dust on her wrapper, she begged the officers, "He is my only son. I have suffered to raise him. Please don't let his life end here." They told her, "Bring something for his release." She had nothing. For 2 days, she sold roasted groundnut outside the station, saving every naira. By the third day, a church elder intervened and paid the settlement. Shade walked out, unable to meet her eyes. That night, he heard her sobbing softly. Afterwards, she cut ties with his old friends. It was lonely, but he was determined. When he heard of a carpentry training program, he told Mama Shade. She stared at him. "If I help you now, there's no turning back." "I swear, Mama, no turning back." She sold her last good wrapper to pay the fee. Training was grueling. Splinters in his hands, sore muscles, long days, but he endured. His first job was fixing a neighbor's stove for 500 naira and a plate of jollof rice. Months later, he built a simple wooden chair. He polished it and brought it home. "Mama, this is for you, for every night you cried because of me." She sat in it, running her hands over the smooth wooden, tears falling. "Today, my son," I cried from joy. One evening, while delivering furniture to a customer, Shade met an older man who kept staring at him. "What's your name, young man?" "Shade Oladipo, sir." The man's eyes widened. "Oladipo? Was your father Adewale?" It was Mr. Fagbemi, an old friend of Adewale's from teacher training days. They talked for hours. When he heard all Mama Shade had endured, Mr. Fagbemi was silent for so long. "Your father was a good man. He once helped me when I had nothing. I will not watch his son be limited." Within months, Mr. Fagbemi arranged sponsorship for Shade to travel abroad for advanced carpentry and design training, while keeping a small workshop running in Nigeria. The night before he left, Mama Shade sang to him again, her voice trembling with pride. "Go, my son, the world is wide, but walk with truth as your guide. When storm may rout and friends may fade, remember the prayers your mama made." For the first time, her tears fell not from pain, but from the beauty of a dream finally unfolding. Moral of the story: even in the deepest pain, a mother's sacrifice can be the seed of redemption. Bad choices can break a man, but it can also teach him the worth of what he once ignored. And sometimes, the greatest wealth is not property or gold, but the love that never gives up.
Thank you for watching Nate Nat Learning Timeless Tale with us today. If you enjoyed the story, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and hit that subscribe button so you won't miss our next magical adventure. Until next time, keep listening, keep learning, and keep believing in the power of kindness. Bye for now.